Il-BOV JEREMIE Financing Package għall-intrapriżi żaru medji joffri rati ta' interess vantaġġjużi u garanziji tajbin għal self. Jekk l-intrapriża tiegħek tirrikjedi xiri ta' appara ġdid, tkabbir jew ristrutturazzjoni, ikkuntattja waħda mill-ferati jew business centers tal-Bank of Valletta għal aktar informazzjoni. Dan il-proġett huwa kofinanzjat mill-Unjoni Ewropea permezz tal-inizjattiva JEREMIE fih dan il-Fond Ewropew għall-Iżvilupp Reġjonali bil-għan li jinvestu fil-futur ta' pajjiżna. Bank of Valletta. Impenn lejn is-suċċess tiegħek.
For giving me the opportunity to introduce you briefly JEREMIE and the European Investment Fund. So European Investment Fund has been appointed by the European Commission to implement this JEREMIE. European Investment Fund is basically the EU financial institution who support SMEs. So SMEs, we have two core business. Not only guarantee, as it's possible under this scheme, but also venture capital from early stage to later stage. Of course, the guarantee is also one of our core business, and financial engineering instrument like we have implemented here under Malta, in Malta. Sorry. JEREMIE basically. I started in Malta in 2011. We have launched a call, and after many procedure and so on and so forth, we have decided to go with Bank of Valletta to implement this facility. It's a great pleasure for me to be here and to see such a great attendance. And now I will leave the floor to Peter Sant to explain you a bit what is the scheme. The scheme basically based for the EIF, for the European Investment Fund, in two main topics: to create a leverage on public funding. That means with 10 million euro, we have decided together to build up a portfolio of new loans for with a higher leverage of 5. So 50 million will reach SMEs, Maltese SMEs. The second point, compared to this first presentation on grant, is the philosophy behind JEREMIE is to switch from grant dependency. You know, our business is to say, look, grant is something very interesting for the development of your economy, but it's not enough. Something like financial engineering instrument is much better. So, Peter.
Okay, thank you. First of all, in the name of the Bank of Valletta and our department, I would like to thank you very much for coming for this event. I would like to just repeat some point that Mark mentioned, that our department is there to help you out, engage on EU projects. We offer intelligence on EU funding and help with partner searches and networking and capacity building and information sessions. Today's event is one of the information sessions that we are organizing on EU funding. Okay, first of all, what is JEREMIE? Basically, JEREMIE is a soft loan intended to help SMEs. Okay, the JEREMIE scheme works like this. Bank of Valletta has to create, over a 3-year period, a loan portfolio, loans of 51 million euros. This is basically the area marked in blue. Against it, we have 8.8 million, which is a guarantee, which is being, the government of Malta has put aside, which passed on to the EIF, a guarantee for projects. So the advantage of the JEREMIE scheme are two. First of all, the collateral requirements. When somebody comes to the bank for a loan, the collateral requirements are lower. The security, what we call security, are lower. So if you are asking like for a loan of 100,000, if there is a cash cover, we ask for 25%. Usually, we ask for 100%. If there is property, we ask for about 40% as collateral. And I think is the interest rate. On average, we are offering 1% discount on the scheme. So on average, under the JEREMIE scheme, the interest rate is 4.45. But this is always according to a review carried out by the bank. Means we don't apply the same 4.45 across the board, but one has to carry out a due diligence of the case, okay? With the JEREMIE scheme, the loans can go from 5,000 to €500,000. It doesn't mean that the bank, if we're going to get like 10 large projects and just finance the large projects, with the numbers I'll be showing you is, we are financing small micro enterprises. The loans on the JEREMIE are between 1 year and 10 years. It always depends on the lifespan of the asset, of the investment. Example, if you're buying some vehicles for your fleet of cars, because you rent out cars, and they have a lifespan of 6 years, the bank will give you the loan over 5 years. So another important point on JEREMIE is the bank finances 80% on average, and the entrepreneur will finance 20%. Okay, where have we arrived under the JEREMIE scheme? Till September. The JEREMIE was launched nearly 2 years ago, on the 6th of April 2011. Up to now, the bank has, up to the end of September, we financed 410 facilities were granted to 365 SMEs. Now, we have, this, let's say, sanctioned 34.4 million euros. This is bank money. This is the total investment, bank money plus the investment from the entrepreneur. Then we have about 67% that have been dispersed, so 22 million euros. Okay, question is, who has benefited from the scheme? All the sectors except on the JEREMIE scheme, there are certain restrictions, which are fisheries and agriculture, because those are receiving money from the National Rural Development Plan. And the National Rural Development Plan, the government and the EU have channeled over 100 million euros. So it's not fair for those sectors to get funding under the JEREMIE. Fisheries have their own pot of money, okay, but the other activities can be funded under JEREMIE. Construction is not funded under JEREMIE and real estate. Now, what I mean construction is for speculation purposes. But if you have a hotel and you're carrying out a refurbishment, that is covered. So what determines if a project is covered or not? It is from where the money is going to be repaid. If you have a hotel, the money is going to be paid from guests staying in the hotel. So that is covered. Another sector that is not covered by the JEREMIE scheme is our gambling. Lotto booths, those aren't covered by the JEREMIE scheme. So the largest schemes that have taken up the JEREMIE are the wholesale and retail, manufacturing, and the tourism. You should know that each sector has a cap. So if we are creating a 51 million portfolio, its capped sector has a 10 million cap. The wholesale and retail is the sector that is slowly closing and soon going to be closed. Okay? With possibly trying to get some extensions, but wholesale and retail is coming up to its cap. Okay, examples of projects that have been financed. We have the refurbishment of catering establishments, offices and retail outlets. Refurbishment of offices. Tangible assets, example, hardware and software. We have financed LED advertising boards, dental equipment. Example, we have financed Tasavina, which is a dental clinic in Gozo, who caters for foreigners to come and do cosmetic surgery in Malta, in Gozo. Now this chap is also opening up in Gozo. Very interesting case. We have financed Malta School Flying through an aircraft, through a hangar, and through refurbishment of an engine. Photovoltaic systems, PVs, are covered under the JEREMIE scheme, and also pharmacies. This is an example of the aircraft we financed under the JEREMIE scheme for education purposes. Some comments from Patrick, Malta School Flying. This is the famous choo-choo train. I mean, it's the one in the two, basically. The one in Bujibba and the one in Masashlok. But today it was in Valletta. Some comments from Ms. Carmen Abela. These are the information. We've been doing a lot of information sessions about the JEREMIE scheme through information sessions, brochures, one-to-one meetings, phone calls, articles, and press reviews. Now, I'm going to leave the floor to Elvin to give a presentation of a project and of the project that has been financed under JEREMIE. After, I leave the floor to Steve Gallia, who will be giving you the savings and the advantages of JEREMIE from an independent point of view. And this is, the large presentation is very important because he'll show you the mechanics behind JEREMIE. After you want to ask us some questions, we're here. Catering will be available from our Florian branch, who are here to help you out, and also from our department. So please speak to us after the event and we'll handle all your inquiries you have.